What's up guys, I'm here with another video. Welcome to episode 57 of Building Stuff. Today we're building Moe's Tavern from The Simpsons. So, 57 of Building Stuff. Today we're building Moe's Tavern from The Simpsons. Alright, everything's up and running. Just gotta get the video. Let's build Moe's Tavern.
Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make Moe's Tavern from the cartoon The Simpsons for all of your city building needs. I thought that it would be cool to combine two things that I love making, city builds and cartoon and movie and video game builds, into something that can be both. So this is a bar that has been modified, of course, but it's still heavily based on Moe's Tavern from The Simpsons, which I think I've done a pretty good job with, and hopefully you guys agree. If you do, please do remember to hit that like button, as it really helps me and the channel out very much. If you're new around here, please do consider subscribing and clicking the little bell next to the subscription button. And if you want to help me out loads and loads, try and watch this video all the way to the end, because that is really phenomenally helpful. Thank you so much, and let's get this video started. This is the amount of space required to make the bar, a 23 by 21 block area, as represented by the white concrete grid on the ground, which I would more than recommend making if you are planning out a city. It'll just help you quite a bit. Here are all of the materials that you...
Alright, let's grab some stuff. We need terracotta, magenta, red terracotta, light grey, and magenta concrete. One birch button.
Will need to make your bar. Please do make sure that you have access to all those materials and enough of them as well. And now that we have all of that stuff, we can get started. Step 1, come all the way over to the front left hand corner of your grid, if you've made it. Move inwards diagonally by 2, 1, 2, and begin the build by placing 7 terracotta going right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Place a purple terracotta on the end.
Wait, what? Oh.
Extend in 1. Red terracotta to the right. Gap of 1, or better yet, you can destroy where you would leave the gap, and then on the other side place a red terracotta. Purple terracotta after that. Extend forwards. Place 7 terracotta going right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then extend that 7th terracotta backwards by 16.
16. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Hold on. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Extend the 16th block across by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
5, 6. Leave or destroy a gap of
Hold on, gotta make sure that's 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, good. Just quickly add the checker. That's 16 right there.
In the ground, and then continue placing terracotta, extending right until you are able to extend right and then join to the front of the build. So the end result should be this really weird looking shape. It almost sort of reminds me of a creeper head. I don't know who else might be getting that, but it's just kind of like the doorway, so it kind of reminds me of a creeper mouth. Anyway, now that we've done that, we have to build up the walls of the tavern. So let's place all of the windows first. If you start with the front left-hand corner of the build and extend up 1, 2 using terracotta, the top of the roof is going to be made out of light grey terracotta, so feel free to add one of those on top as well. But more importantly, right of the terracottas, you want to place 2, let's get this right, purple terracottas. You then want to leave a gap of 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then on the other end of that you want to have 2 more purple terracotta. You want to do the same thing on the right side of the build, so 2 terracottas, light grey terracotta on top, left of the terracottas purple terracotta, leave a gap of 2 more purple terracottas just like this, so those are the 2 window spaces. The purple terracottas placed next to the entrance also want to get extended up by 2, just as we did with the terracottas on the left and right. Same with the red terracottas, except with this particular part we want to place a yellow glass block in between the top and a birch button to the right of the middle red terracotta, just like this. We're going to place a row of light grey terracotta extending across the top of the entire thing, and then you can kind of see how this is going to be structured. There's going to be a sign above the doorway. It's made out of magenta concrete, and it spans the width of the 2 pillars of purple terracotta. Extend the magenta upwards by 1 row, and you can even extend backwards a row as well if you want it to look a little bit chunky like that. Next, we're going to add another set of windows. This is going to be the last set of windows that we need to add. Begin on the left side of the build by placing a row of terracotta extending backwards from the row that we previously had already. Then, mark out a few rows of purple terracotta. Basically, it works like this. 1 purple terracotta, gap of 3. Purple terracotta, gap of 3. Purple terracotta, gap of 3. Purple terracotta, and then lastly, just some terracottas extending backwards. Basically, we want to have 2 everywhere that we don't have windows, we want to have 2 terracotta and then light grey terracotta on top. So all of these purple terracottas want to be extended upwards like this. We want to have regular terracottas extended upwards at the back here. So this is on top of all of these baseline terracottas just like this. We want to have enough room for an entrance, that's why we have this little gap here. It's an entrance slash exit, I suppose. On the right side of the bar, we don't really have anything. There's no windows or anything like that, or at least in this particular version. I don't know why I'm placing that. We want to have a light grey terracotta placed on top of the walls, of course, extending on top of the terracotta. So we want the light grey on top of just the regular, and we just want to add all of this. Outside of the light grey terracotta, you want to have an overhang of purple terracotta. So this just sits on top of all of the windows. It will join to...
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Yep, purple terracotta. The sign on the front of the build, just like this. It's
worth mentioning as well that I'm sure that I would have made this clear. This isn't like a one-for-one copy of Most Heaven itself. Like, it has been altered, of course, to make it a little bit more Minecraft friendly, but we're going to be placing light grey terracotta at the top of the build. So this is going to be the roof material, the light grey terracotta. The reason that I mentioned that it's not like a one-for-one copy, it's not perfect, is because it would be almost impossible to make this.
Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'll be back. Alright, guys, I'm back.
Build at a scale that makes sense for a city. Like, this is just supposed to be a small bar. It's not really meant to be huge, but it would have to be made so many more magnitudes larger to fit in all of the details that would be appropriate if we were trying to copy it one for one. Instead, we've just tried to capture the vibe of the place. We've tried to make it as close as possible whilst it's still making sense. Now, the reason that I mentioned that, again, coming back to this, is because the roof has detail. That would suggest that there's like stairs inside and like a second floor, but it's just not the case. But anyway, this is what we have so far. I'm pretty happy with it. We have to fill these two little gaps in beside the main entrance here with terracotta. But for all of the windows, they all follow the same structure. Along the bottom of the windows, on both sides you have green glass, in between you have orange. Above that you have the opposite, so you place orange above the green, you guys get the idea, green above the orange. And this wants to be present throughout, yeah. I did it wrong there. This wants to be present throughout every single window. So every single window you have green on the left and right sides, orange in between the two greens, and then above the windows, the second part of the windows, they want to be the exact opposite, so you guys can see exactly, just like that, boom, nice and easy. So what we're going to be doing next, I'm just going to put these materials away for a second because we do have some more details to add. Smooth stone, dark oak doors, grey concrete blocks. Grey concrete, light blue glass, brick wall, loom, magenta banner, red dye.
Okay, so
away for a second because we do have some more details to add. Smooth stone, dark oak doors, grey concrete, light grey concrete, light blue glass, brick wall, loom, magenta banner, red dye.
M-O-E-S.
And we are going to dig out all around the bar. Usually I'd wait until later to do this, but it's not a huge area, so I don't mind doing it now. Plus I want to place the door as well. I don't know why. Whenever I place a door, it always feels like an accomplishment. So we're going to dig out all of the ground. And the concrete that I placed for the border of the bar. I'm going to dig it all out. I'm going to replace it with smooth stone. This will integrate it into a city. If you want it to be a little bit more like Moe's Tavern, then you would add a car park to the left side of the bar. It's a car park where you've kind of got a couple of car park spaces, I think about 3 of them or so, on the left side. And we are missing one very minor detail. I just remembered, but we can actually add it with the stone wall. I can't believe that I just remembered that out of nowhere, but basically, on the left side of the build, as we come to it, let me just add this stone. There is a drain pipe. It's such a minor detail. Next to this window, there is a drain pipe that leads up to the roof. I completely forgot about that. It's not even in the plans that I'm looking at now, but I just remembered through studying most. I just remembered that there's a drain pipe there. As I mentioned, there's a car park kind of like, I think it even loops around at the back a little bit as well. And this car parking space is horizontally out the side. When I say horizontally, like they like the cars would be facing this way towards the windows. I think there's at the very least 3 of them, part of the pavement or the sidewalk, kind of like.
Wait, I'm going to quickly add something here. We need to add leaves around the tavern so we have some boundary space. There we go. Perfect. That looks way better.
Comes into the car park a little bit, but it all depends like on what sort of, like, do you want to try and copy it block for block, or are you trying to integrate it into a city? This is more for integration, so if you want to add more details you can. I'm going to add a dark oak door there, very satisfying to place that. I'm going to place a double dark oak door at the back again, very satisfying. I don't even know why. Next we are going to, I don't want to do the sign just yet because I don't like making guns. So there's some details on the roof. This first thing, I'm not even quite sure what it's supposed to be. Okay, so I don't know where it is, but it's here. So maybe.
Hello, Geo. Hello, G-O-A Quinn Gabrielle. Welcome to live stream.
Top right hand corner.
Geo Quinn Gabrielle. Welcome to live stream.
So where we have this very first light grey terracotta, we want to move back one. Place 3 grey concrete. 1, 2, 3. Place on top of that stone brick wall. To the left of this, place grey concrete. I think it's a generator or something of sorts, perhaps air conditioning, who knows. Next, we want to take the left end grey concrete block, and we want to leave a gap of, I want to say 2, but I think it looks like 3. 1, 2, 3, it's not that bad. We'll leave a gap of 3, so 1, 2, 3. And then on this 4th block, light grey concrete. Extend the light grey concrete left by 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Extend.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Back by 2. 1, 2. Extend to the right. Join forwards. On the left and right sides and across the back, we want to extend the light grey concrete upwards. We don't want to extend the first row. We want to, in between the light grey concrete, we want to leave a gap of 2, light grey concrete, gap of 2, light grey concrete, gap of 2, light grey concrete. Light blue glass block in between all of the light grey. That's perfect. And then, in the back left-hand corner of the bar here, where we have once again the light grey terracotta, inwards diagonally by 1, light grey concrete. Extend right 2, forwards 2, door to the left, light grey extending back on itself. Extend above, left and right of the door, extend 2 light grey concretes. Join it together behind the door. And then you want to place, extend the top of this backwards by 1 row, extend down.
Hello Everboss, welcome to live stream.
And then I think we'll just fill in behind the door. Or you can even like add an extra row of light grey concrete, and they're kind of like all of the details at the top of the bar. So as I kept mentioning earlier, that it's not like a one-for-one copy. It also doesn't make a massive amount of sense that we have this door up here because it doesn't lead to anywhere. But it's a cool detail. I like it. It makes the build more interesting. These skylights, I haven't made them work. Like I don't want to really like dig into the roof. And I mean the generator doesn't matter because it's still that's still alright. Like it serves no functional purpose anyway. But the other two things could if they wanted to. So anyway, next we're going to make the sign. It's a very simple sign. Throw down the loom, crack it open. I'll tell you what. Let's chuck all these materials away for a second, and let's place magenta banner in there. Only one. There we go, a magenta banner in there with red dye, and the first letter that we've got to make is M. And how I didn't realise that we'll need some magenta dye, I don't know. So we need a triangle.
Guys, I don't need this guy's help because I already know how to make banners. But I do need help on the next banner, but not the next banner, which is E. There's another banner as well, in the word nose, so...
teeth banner, as I call it. Horizontal row across the bottom, red along the top. We need another banner. I'm doing very poorly with the banner materials, I'll be honest with you. So we need a horizontal row of red across the top, across the bottom, and then top left corner to bottom right corner we have S. We need an additional banner, although, by the way, all of these materials will be in the item list. It's just me that has forgotten what I've needed. So next we need an apostrophe. So
an apostrophe.
Jet banner in there with the red dye, and you're looking for the top right corner, little tiny square of red. Boom. There you go. So for the sign, all we simply need NOE apostrophe S, and it fits nice and neatly in the magenta sign that we already had laid out anyway. So we can get rid of all those materials now, including the loop. And honestly, that is the outside done, unless you want to add a car park and such, but I'm not doing that.
Alright, I'm gonna quickly add something outside of our modes before I do the inside. I'm gonna add the road, the continuing road that I have here. I'm gonna continue on, so I'm just gonna make the road outside my mows. So I'm just gonna dig out all of this grass inside of here, fill it in with black concrete, because that is actually my road material. Hopefully I don't destroy any dirt. Perfect. That was very clean. See, there we go. A quick little road. That didn't take me a while at all. So I'm just gonna chuck away these materials because I need the crafting table. Don't need the yellow.
Let's head inside the tavern now. So inside the tavern we have a couple of things to do to lay out some groundwork. So cyan terracotta for this, light blue terracotta, green terracotta. Spruce with planks, dark oak. So inside the tavern we have a couple of things to do to lay out some groundwork. So cyan terracotta for this, light blue terracotta, green terracotta, spruce with planks, dark oak, planks, crimson instead. Iron bars, red carpet, birch, fence. Sam, what'd be better? I suppose it'd be best to kind of like lay out the inside of the bar. So what we're basically going to do is we're going to add a row of spruce wood planks around the entire edge of the inside of the bar. So spruce wood planks. So we're kind of giving the bar a double wall, so to speak. So just all the way around the edge, just spruce wood planks. We're going to place green terracotta, so this is going to be the walls. So I'm actually quite happy that we are using this sort of method, because otherwise we would just kind of like have the terracotta, and it wouldn't feel as homey or as homey or as cozy as it kind of does with the green, so I'm actually quite happy with that. We're going to dig out the entire floor, and we're going to make a patchwork. Patchwork's the wrong word. It's kind of like an alternating pattern of cyan terracotta, and I want to say that that's light blue terracotta, although I don't like terracottas that well because they look nothing like they're supposed to. Like, cyan terracotta looks nothing like cyan. It's grey. You know, and there's a couple of light. Grey terracotta looks nothing like light grey, so I always get them confused. And also the pigment of the, not like an actual pig, but the colours of the, and by the way, as I mentioned, just alternating pattern of grey and light blue. The pigments of
Get out, Mr. Bat. No, he's in. Get out. Yeah, get out. Where's the iron bars? Iron bars, where are you? There you are.
The terracottas are such that, like, they're very close to each other. Like, I think it's like the magenta, the red, the purple, like, they're all very, the pink, all very similar in colour. Like, I couldn't tell you, like, without actually, like, looking up which particular terracotta is which. Like, it's very confusing to me. I'm sure that a lot of you guys are like, oh, it's quite obvious. I mean, they're completely different colours, but to my eyes, they are not. So, by the way, quick tip, I mean, this, if you're anything like me, you may want to place all of one colour for the, I'll call it the checkerboard pattern, because I'm not sophisticated enough to call it a chessboard pattern, but the alternating, like, checker pattern, I suppose, checkered pattern, place all of one colour first. I find it easier, you might not, than cycling through all the two. God, it's a really hefty amount of materials. Cycling between the two materials over and over again, you might find it a bit easier just to place one, and then, I don't know, I find it, again, very satisfying. It's all about being satisfied, some weird reason, building these things. I find it very satisfying to just, like, add in that extra colour. Same thing with placing doors. I love placing banners, don't like making them though. As is apparent that I forgot most of the materials that I needed to make them. I don't know why only technically, I guess there's only really 4 letters in Mo's, which is why I probably thought that I only needed 4 banners, but of course the apostrophe is very important, so, and it'd if there wasn't the apostrophe and there was only 4 letters, it'd completely ruin the aesthetic of the front of the build, because then the door would have to be 2 rows wide, and then it couldn't be done that way. I would have had to have found a new way to make the sign up wise, but anyway, being silly about banners aside, we have almost completed the floor. Boom, there we go. It completely changes it. Like, I really like it inside here. Like, it just feels like a nice, cozy, warm sort of place, which I suppose is a bad sign considering the fact it's a bar. But anyway, we're going to grab the dark oak wood planks, and on the right side of the build, we're going to come to the corner here, and we're going to move inwards 1, 2, and place a row of dark oak planks extending from the floor to the ceiling. We want the same thing on the right side, so we want to move in 1, 2, row from the floor to the ceiling. We want to extend these, we don't quite want to extend these rows, to the left, and in front of these rows we want to then place 1, 2, 3 dark oak planks, extend left, and have the equivalent part extending back. So we can actually place on the left side you can connect it, but on the right side we're actually going to have an extra gap, and we're going to have a row of upside down dark oak stairs. Around the bar, we're going to have birch wood fence placed like this to make bar stools. So the bar stool's kind of like on the right side, you kind of have like one sticking out, and then it's like a gap every other fence. And we want to have red carpet because the bar stools are kind of like ready purpley magenta-y, and oh no, this carpet just seems to make the most sense. I really like that. I'm pretty happy with that. In the corner I want you to place a dark oak plank just like that. That's why. On the opposite side of the bar we have a load of booths. So the booths are quite easy to make. We're going to start off on the left and right side. We're going to place 2, 1, 2 and 1, 2 dark oak planks extending out, and I think that we're actually going to knock out the entire row of spruce wood planks, and we're going to replace it using dark oak planks. And then where we have these separations of green terracotta we're going to extend the dark oak wood planks outwards from where the green terracotta is. Crimson stairs are going to be placed in kind of like a U shape, or I suppose like an upside down U, from a perspective kind of like this, just along the inside of the dark oak planks, like this. And then we're going to have iron bars in the middle. Did I place it? No, I didn't. And we're going to place red carpet on top of the iron bars to make a... There we go. That was so difficult to make a table. So just like this. So there's a load of booths. There we go. Boom. Perfect. So I think that the last thing that we're probably going to do with the current materials is we are just going to lay out. We're not going to lay out anything. I think that that's actually the last thing that we're going to do with these current materials. So I'm going to grab a whole new set of materials, ladies and gentlemen. It's probably going to be quite a few of them. Bar.
Hold on. Before I do the inside, guys, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry if I left, because I needed to go do some up. Or I'm going to build the inside of most tavern.
Requires quite a bit. So, I'm going to dump all of these out, and we'll probably see some of them again, but for the most part, that is the last time that we will be seeing those materials. So, I'll be back in a second once I've regathered everything that I think that we'll need, and we'll progress from there. Alright, I think that I have gathered all the materials that we are going to need for this next part, but by the way, we will be going another round after this. Most Tavern has a lot of stuff in it, alright? So, first of all, we're going to use cauldrons, crimson trapdoors, item frames. Oak fence gate. Light grey concrete, red carpet, reading so slow, end rods, birchwood planks, and black concrete. So now that we have all these, we can start to work. So at the front of the bar where we have the booths, we're going to have a bin. The bin is actually usually in this corner, but due to the layout, we had to move it a little bit. So we're going to have a cauldron, crimson trapdoor, boom, we have a bin. Left of the bin on the wall, we are going to place 2 open, or maybe even 3 open fence gates. These sort of look like pool cues. They look a little bit better if you can place item frames behind them. By the way, on bedrock, you cannot, unless perhaps you place the item frame first. No, on bedrock, you just simply can't do it. They look like pool cues to me. Maybe you want to take the bottom ones off. They're supposed to be in this corner, but once again, what can you do? Left of this, there is a cigarette machine. So, I mean, I don't even know if these things existed, but in most Tavern they do. So we have a light grey concrete, red carpet on top, item frame in front, and a sideways facing end rod. Sort of looks like a cigarette. So you can even double up on that, by the way, depending upon how much room you want to take up. It's quite a wide machine, so you could do that if you wanted to. So that's all next to each other. Condensed. It should be spread out a bit more, but as I said, you know what we do. On the opposite wall over here, we have a dartboard. So, above the booths, but just to the right of them, we knock out 3 rows, and we place alternating birch plank, black concrete, birch plank. We place item frames in...
Oh, wait. No! I'll fix it. I will fix it. I will fix it. I will fix it. Bop, bop. I will fix it. I will fix it. Bop, bop. I will grab the cauldron back again. I will grab the cauldron back again. Bop.
Of each one of these, and then we need to grab red concrete, note block.
The sun is a deadly laser. I don't know. The sun is a I don't know. The sun is a deadly laser. La 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 la. The sun is a deadly la 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 la. No. Why? The sun is a deadly laser. La 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 la. No. The sun is a deadly laser. No. The sun is a deadly laser. No. The sun is a deadly la 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 la. No, 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 no. The sun, no, is a deadly laser. No, the sun is a deadly. Can we go outside? No, the sun is a deadly
Glass, buttons, Spruce instead. sprucewood slabs, oak sign, green carpet, arrows. Okay, perhaps I'd rather hold the arrows. So we're going to place arrows in the left and right sides of the item frame.
No, the sun is a dirty laser.
And then we're going to place red concrete in the middle. Sort of looks like a dartboard, sort of. So then we have to make a jukebox. So the jukebox is directly next to this double door. Ironically I'm using note blocks with light blue glass in front, and then a button in front of the note block. And then if you wanted to, perhaps you could like place signs around it or on the left and right sides. You could even, if you wanted to, could place something on top of the jukebox. So I'm going to use green carpet, but you can use any carpet. And then if you wanted to, you could even have like an item frame and an item frame. So this is just like extra. Like if you absolutely want to do this, then you could have like an item frame, and you could have just like a. Are you kidding me? You could have an item frame and a music disc. I don't think I'm ever going to need the note blocks again. So, you know, if you wanted to, or you could have, you could have that. Both, if you so chose. But anyway, regardless, or maybe you could have this, something like that. I don't know, but anyway, I think it sort of looks like a jukebox, one of the old school ones, which is the point. We have to make a pool table. I think it's pool table. I don't think it's a snooker table. American makes more sense. It'd be pool. So where the door is, so here, no, here. We want to place on the 5th block extending right of the door, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want to place an upside down facing inwards spruce stair. 3 slabs, spruce slabs, 1, 2, 3. And then on the opposite side of that spruce stair, we want to place spruce wood slabs on the inside of all.
No.
This extending towards the left side of the bar, spruce wood stairs on the ends. And then spruce wood slabs in between, so you can see that we've kind of got a table shape. Item frames on the middle ends of the table, green carpet on top of the table, like this, and then oak signs on the middle of both sides of the table. So on the left and right sides, just like this. Perfect. Then we're going to, what do we need? We need some other stuff too. So oak fence, block of redstone.
Let's grab the block of redstone. Let's grab the redstone lamps.
Redstone lamp, dark oak stairs. Level, leave it, whatever. Bell, painting, get rid of these two. Sea lantern, spruce trap door, so just like this. Above the pool table, the middle of it, just the three middle blocks, I want to place, and it's important to get this right, so I think it's not there. Okay, we'll replace that, that's okay. So above the middle three blocks, I want to have hanging down redstone lamps. Equal.
What?
So you could use lanterns, but these just seem to feel better to me, so I just like that a little bit better. Boom, pool table. A couple of oak fence on the corners, so like if you do like opposite corners, kind of look like pool cues as well. So, I don't know, it just kind of helps to build the atmosphere, I think, or, you know, that's what I feel anyway. In the corner of the room where we place the dark oak plank, I want to place an upside down dark oak stairs in front of it. And then we're going to need, you can actually use like a light grey terracotta because it's a weird colour. This is like the love machine that people always use. I want to place a bell on top, and actually, let's get rid of the bell first. I want to place... I kind of want the mucky sort of, mucky might be the wrong word, kind of like the messy picture. It's, I don't know quite that. I sort of want that, I don't know why, because it looks all blurry, with a bell on top and a lever in front of it. I can't believe you can actually do that on Bedrock, that's crazy to me. Nice. So it's kind of like the love machine. It's kind of, I know that it doesn't necessarily look like it, but it looks like some sort of funny machine anyway, which is what I'm happy with. Upside down dark oak stairs along the back of the bar area here, and with the dark oak stairs, what else do we want to do? Let me move around here. Okay, so what else do we want to do with these materials? So I actually want to knock out the green terracotta that we have just behind the bar and the spruce planks that we have behind. I want to place sea lanterns behind the bar. This provides a decent amount of light. It does kind of want to be dusky in here, by the way, so I want to place light blue glass above these sea lanterns as well, extending to the ceiling. We also need item frames too, so there's a lot of stuff in the bar, so I'm going to place item frames on the left and right sides of the bar here. You can even place place it like behind the bar too, like if you want to get a little bit crazier. You can even place a lever to the left of the bar. This is kind of like the pump where you would pump beer into a glass. We have Spruce trap doors. This wants to create a shelf at the back of the bar. This is going to be placed in front of the lower half of the upper light blue glass block, just like this. I want to add pictures to the bar as well, so I can't remember where I added all of the paintings in my mind. I think I actually just added them just kind of like in this area here, because there is lots of stuff on the wall in most taverns, so a couple of paintings here and there like next to each other, like it just, there's just a lot. Of stuff on the wall everywhere, like we're going to be adding a couple of banners over here, and like it wouldn't be amiss if you just randomly place stuff, honestly, like if you wanted to, but I think that I've pretty much done with where did the smoker come from? I think we've pretty much done with all of that. I genuinely don't know where that's come from, with all of those materials. So for a final time, I promise this is a final time, we're going to grab some more materials, and then this will put an end to the build. Okay, I think that this is all we need to complete the bar. I think that this is it. So we need some different kinds of bottles, item frames again.
Okay, bottles. Alright, So, a water bottle, a green bottle, this one, item frames, magenta terracotta.
And magenta terracotta, again, buttons, glass pane, polished granite stairs, lanterns, and well, you can see the rest. We'll be grabbing it soon.
The sun's a deadly laser.
Anyway, so the point of the bottles is to fill the item frames. So item frames, I mean, obviously you can use a wider variety. I just didn't feel like grabbing all sorts of different ones, but there's loads and loads of bottles.
Or I can leap. Watch this. I feel a bit funny. Dum, 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 dum. Running fast! It's running fast! Very fast! Green potion!
And there's loads of glasses and stuff like around the tavern, so that's what those are for. The polished granite stairs is a till. This is pretty much the exact colour of it. That's going to be placed in the centre middle of the back of the bar area here. Lanterns on each ends of the corners here. We need a TV as well. I can't believe I forgot this. The TV is situated pretty much above this dark oak plank here, so it's going to be here, and it's going to have an item frame in front of it, glass pane in front of that, and then a button. To the side, just like there. So that's just like a hanging TV. Going to get rid of all of these blocks. I hope that we don't need them again. Lime glass, light grey carpet, park, sea pickle, red banner, blue banner.
Okay, the last ever materials. Then I am finished with most Tavern from The Simpsons.
On the left side of the bar, we're going to have a lime glass with a light grey carpet on top. That is pickles or eggs. I can't remember what episode that's a reference to, but there's a particular there's either eggs or pickles or something in there. Along the back of the bar, I just want to place like pots and sea pickles, and these just look like glasses. Okay, I forgot that in Bedrock one cannot place pickles on top of stairs, but you can do that along the bar if you like.
1 here, 3 here.
The banners are to be hung on the walls here, and then
banners, not words on them, just banners.
If you want, you can like even hang them like here, just as a little bit of decorate.
It's the best.
Once again, there's like sports memorabilia and stuff like inside the bar. Along where the booths are, there's always going to be glasses and stuff, so feel free to add those where you fancy, or in stuff like inside the bar. Along where the booths are,
There was no need for that, you div.
Video.
Dad, you div, what the hell? Sorry about that, guys. My dad just screamed, just whistled very loud. That hurt my ear.
there's always going to be glasses and stuff, so feel free to add those where you fancy. And other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we've kind of done. I'm actually really happy with the inside of the bar. I think it looks really cool, really interesting, and hopefully you know.
Hold on, I'm gonna add a quick little bit of light here on this seating area, because no one wants like a dark bar. There we go. That just looks a little bit nicer. I'll add a few torches here. There we go.
If you're familiar with The Simpsons at all, which I am a little bit, you know, I love The Simpsons, then you'll be able to see some things that you might recognise inside here. But we're done. So this is what Moe's Tavern will look like once it has been 100% fully completed.
Hello, V-Person and V-Monsters. Welcome to live stream. I'm just about to end it because I've finished my tavern. Do you need to drink beer? Yes, I do. Moe's Tavern. I built Moe's Tavern because this build looks very, very colourful and nice. Can you make a live of Roblox for these? Nah, sorry, I can't. Because, I don't have Roblox on, PlayStation. Anyway, sorry. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna continue. This build is very, very, very homish. It does look very homish to me on the outside. It's a very nice build with very nice windows, and the build and the sign, oh, look at that. Look at the front. It just looks very, 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 very aesthetic. Aesthetic. I don't know how you say it. Athletic. I don't know how you say it. But the inside looks very, very like barish. This build is absolutely amazing. It's a reference to The Simpsons. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me building Moe's Tavern from The Simpsons. If you did, guys, enjoy this video, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a lovely day, guys. Peace out.